Yeah, that's too loud. That's too loud. Okay. Um. Yeah, I got FLO. I'm just do some R&B type samples. Yeah, dude. How I look when I'm like this? I'm like right here. Look good. It looks straight. This camera angle fire. Leave me alone. Camera angle fire. I really want some chill shit. Chill R&B. I've been listening to those type of beats all day. Um, yeah. It's gotta be like vibe, bro. It's not vibe. I need R&B chords. I need a pad. Probably not gonna get it on there though. I need to replace that with expand. Replace that with expand. So we're just gonna go to pad and then that's too happy. Too bright. Let me just restart. How do I restart this? Okay. I'm gonna restart that. Because I don't usually do it like that anyway. Massive pad. Fat boy. I like that. That's fire. What chord I'm using? Ah, that's fire. Okay, I'm using. What am I using? What am I gonna be in? You do C minor. I think C or C sharp. We can say C sharp minor. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna take it down. Right here. And then probably bring it up to here. You know? Right there. Bring it back down. Hey. thinking in double time when I should be thinking not that. Maybe I should have the ticker on. That's what I need. That's what I need. Sounds so happy. I don't like how happy that sounds. What the hell? T-shirt. Why does it sound happy? Wait. Post it. That's These should switch. And then I'm gonna hit that shift I bring those over. And then we're gonna cut the high end off of that. What the hell? Take off slide. Move this up. Stop being happy. Fuck, man. I have no idea. This is crazy territory for me. Sure, we got that. It's lower rim. No, this nuts, dog. I need another melody. That's like I need another melody for that. That shit. Maybe just the top end. Maybe just the top end. feels like it's lagging a little bit. Dude, I have no idea how to make R&B beats, man. What the fuck do they be doing on here, yeah? R&B type beat. If I put reverb and delay on it, it'll have to work. It'll just have to. stream can still hear that shit. Okay, bet. Fuck do they be making these chords, man? Oh, bro, I gotta do my research. That's all I gotta do. Not on this nigga. This not the type of R&B I was looking for. I ain't gonna lie. It's always a sample. Don't be afraid to show it off. She look like Black China. Got what you've been missing. This is something. .76 BPM. What's that? 90, 98? No, 40 is crazy. It's a good beat. I'm just a cheapskate. Bro. 176 BPM? What is half of that? That's like 88. That's like 88. Right? I'm just slow. What up, Kara? I'm just not used to this BPM. Like, why does it want to be so trapped so bad, bro? I might just leave it like that, off grid a little bit. How does this sound? That sounds nuts. Turn the string up. No, that still creates some type of nasty feeling in my face. I can get down with that a little bit. up. Ethnic sort by track Oh well, I'm gonna call this tummy. I don't know why. C sharp minor. What the hell? C sharp minor. That was a load of hot garbage. Okay. R&B just not for me, huh? I gotta keep working at it. That probably hurt, my bad. Ooh, hold on. That's probably stupid as hell, but I don't even know what that is. U A sharp. That was the wrong key. Why is it so loud? Bell. I'm gonna turn that bitch down. What BPM is that? Drag it in. Yeah, I think it should be like this. Bring these over. Right there. Yeah, just y'all plan to do with this? What does that have to be on 3? It's gotta be heavy. It's gotta be like heavy, like run through that bit. Okay. And then up the okay. What key is that? Wait. Is that the right one? A? I would say so. Look at your ANG. Oh, wasn't that new pattern? No, that sucks. Hold on. Hold on, go away. New pattern. Are you serious? You changed my thing? Go back to, yeah. Open up good old Xenology. Let me see. My God. serious? What the hell? Wait, do I did not know how that would work. Okay, so it should go like that. Right. Okay, hopefully this is the one. Why didn't it? Right there. Bro, I don't know what's wrong with me right now. I'm just so sick of normal shit, bro. Fuck, man. Might just make some old school shit then. Everything is failing me. Oh my fuck. Piano blend. No. That's bright. want that in front of my mama. Want the chord? Let me see. Let's solo it. You want them? You want these real? I'll send them. I didn't even stomp out in front of my mama. Shit, how did, what the hell? Oh my god. Sending this to you now. Oh, what? Listen to the goat. What time is it? As you should. The recipe. Yeah, I know the recipe. How could you not know this? Okay. Let me see. Gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. If I gotta go hard in the bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. Pull up, hop out, air out, made it look sexy. Take me on my element. No, don't take me on my element. I sent it, K-Roll. Like, it could be layered with something, but I don't know what I want to add. Ooh, wait, that's in the piano. Hey, this is a song, I ain't gonna lie. Like, just beats like this is all I need in life. Oh, wait. That's the kick. I don't even need that right now. Not gonna lie. That gotta be up there. Oh, kick, quad shaker, hi-hat. Hi-hat and shaker. Clap, that is the hi-hat. Piano. And then we're gonna color all of these. Hey. I gotta go hard in the bitch, I'm gonna make it look sexy. I pull up, hop out, air out, made it look sexy. I might take me on my element. No, take me.
It's Wooly. It's Wooly.
No, it's gotta be right there.
It's Wooly.
Right there.
It's Wooly.
Hold on. This can be something. This can be something for real. And right. Okay, hold on. We will. Okay. Okay, look. Big blue. What's 150? BPM A sharp minor.
It's Wooly. It's Wooly. It's Wooly. It's Wooly.
I don't know. I'm just not. I don't got the energy for shit right now, bro. It's hard too. Like I'll spit something, bro. I can freestyle real quick.
It's Wooly.
Poison fire, I ain't no liar, nigga. Spit that fire, catch this heat, nigga. Pull up on your feet, nigga. Pull up, got that pole like Rollie, nigga. They really think they brave, really think they, hold on. Think they heroes, got a cake, they need to be saved, hold on. Really think they messed up, but they don't know shit. Really think that they got it, they ain't know it. Really think they got advice, but they don't got tips. Really think I can't do this, bro. Oh my fucking god. No, I can't do this, bro. Let's listen to Kendrick. Hold on. Let's listen to some Kendrick. I gotta slap him. Yeah.
Niggas a kill for that. Put it in your grill for that. Still everybody got a build for that. Me, I make meals off that. How the fuck y'all can't see I ride when I drive down the block and you look outside? HATE in your eyes. I enter big money for the enterprise. It's a beautiful day, I guess, for a bitch to roll with Andre, I guess. Roll it up, baby, come on, lift that trust and roll it up for me when I'm stressed.
You might catch me in Atlanta, looking like a boss. New Orleans and then Miami, party in New York. Texas, I be screwed up. Chi-town, I be really pimpin'. But nothing like my hometown, now forever live.
What the hell?
When it comes to just rap, I really like Young Thug. And I like Playboy Carti, and I like Tyler the Creator. Yeah, I like Tyler the Creator. And Kendrick Lamar, obviously. Actually, Kendrick Lamar is probably my favorite rapper of all time. When it comes to just rap,
I ain't never heard speak. What the hell?
Hold up. That shit going right.
This is thinner than, you know? I'm just not inspired, bro. I'll probably do that. Right. I was just bored. I don't know how to drop this album.
Hey, Major. I've been pissed without these purses, it been about 5 days. I've been pissed I'm on this ass and leave me sideways. I've been sick, I counting up, it's been about all day. Time to cook it up, yeah, saute. What you say? What you say about drugs? What you say? What you say? What you say about us? What you say? Yeah, what you say? What you say about love? What you say?
Wait, let's go. Cut his tongue out, I can't hear what he's saying. Had the guns out, if he speed out on my mans. Laying down his way, my neck on the motherland. Running around the lobby, kept me if you can. They what I told him to say. I feel like piss when I'm on that Zan. She feel like piss when that Molly 10. Jump out the top of rock and then go real fast cause the drip queen. I cannot steal cause the shade swing. Make trap through magic, make believe. They know I had tricked my sleeve.
I've been pissed without these purses, it been about 5 days. I've been pissed I'm on this ass and leave me sideways. I've been sick, I counting up, it's been about all day. Time to cook it up, yeah, saute. What you say? What you say about drugs? What you say? What you say? What you say about us? What you say? Yeah, what you say? What you say about love? What you say?
Nothing you could do about it, I'ma stay free. Either way you go about it, I'ma stay me. Living out my dreams, don't be trying to wake me up. You ain't go for yours, niggas having waist deep. Every damn day, dog, my diamonds HD. That's for every day that I had to think cheap. Now we on the road and the comments go for eons. You ain't go for yours, niggas having waist deep. But I'ma take leaps, yeah. I'ma take leaps, yeah. I'ma take leaps, yeah. I'ma take leaps, yeah. Shorty try to give me mine, but I need more space. I was sitting courtside, I see her there both days. Bitch, who the fuck you know I am?
Can I be honest, bro? I feel like straight shit, bro. I feel like crazy. You know, well, see, come here, bro. Come here a little bit, bro. Come here, bro. I'm not moving. Come on. Get up here. Get up here.
Why is your voice so sonically pleasing to me? I can't figure it out. Slight undertones of sadness while you tell me you're gonna leave. I cannot bear to see you smiling in that picture with your friends. I could go on about your smile, it's so grand. My love, don't ever tell me that it just takes time to love. As long as I'm writing this song about your loveliness, is it too much to ask for a reply? or a text, or a way to tell you love me like before. Now you're away with nothing to say. My heart aches like never before. Filled with desire, you've inspired me to write another verse. I think we're alone now. You could tell me it was all just a game. Yes, we're alone now, but the feeling slightly changed. You take your time, my love. Don't ever tell me that it just takes time to love. As long as I'm writing this song about my love for you, is it too much to ask for a reply, or a text, or a way to tell you love me like before? In your eyes I see something I don't wanna hear. In your eyes I see poems and novels, short stories I don't wanna hear. But you tell me anyway.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm doing music for the day.
You take your time, my love. Don't ever tell me that it just takes time to love. As long as I'm writing this song about your loneliness, is it too much to ask for a reply, or a text, or a way to tell you love me like before? Or a way to tell you love me like before. Or a way to tell you love me.
I'm doing music, bro. I am so uninspired. I'm so sick of everything. Hey, heart to heart. Hey, I'm so sick of everything, bro. I'm so sick of everything. Like, I want to make R&B, but I don't know shit R&B. I keep trying. I keep failing. No way.
Brace yourself, Rick and Morty fans.
What
I've
the
got another
fuck?
huge squanch for you today. It's more bad news. For those that are unfamiliar with the situation,
you.
I'll go ahead and briefly break down the cliff notes for you. It recently came to light that one of the series creators, Justin Roiland, has been facing felony domestic violence charges for an incident that took place in 2020. It's been an ongoing thing, but has only recently made it to the public eye. And as you can imagine, this news has been a massive hit to the plumbus for the entire fandom. They're very serious charges. Felony domestic violence as well as a false imprisonment charge. Like, that's serious shit. There's nothing swifty about domestic violence. So when all of this news broke, a lot of people were rightfully upset. But since he still hasn't stood trial for these things, it still was left up in the air with what's going to happen to the series going forward. There's been a ton of hearings and even a pre-trial, but still no official trial date has been set, though that does seem like it's right around the corner. And as I mentioned, I was assuming that Adult Swim wouldn't make any statements or any changes like firing Justin Roiland or anything like that until after the trial, whether it's a conviction and he's found guilty or he's found innocent. I didn't think they would act in the meantime. But just like my doctor when he said I would grow up to be 5'8", I was wrong. Just a couple hours ago, Adult Swim flopped their meat on the table, releasing this statement,
God
which is
damn it,
super
Charlie
cut and
called
dry
it,
and to
bro.
the point.
Charlie fucking called it. He was like, look, they're gonna try and run Rick and Morty without Justin Roiland. How? He's literally Rick and Morty. What the fuck?
Point. Adult Swim has ended its association with Justin Roiland. Rick and Morty will continue.
How?
The talent and dedicated crew are hard at work on season 7. This was very shocking to me because, again, I didn't think they'd do this when he still hasn't been found guilty on the charges yet.
Right.
So it really seems like they must know at least more than the public does about this case and feel confident that whatever's happened here is not good, and it's not someone that they'd want to associate with their brand anymore. Though it is also possible that they're just doing this because keeping him around is bad optics for Rick and Morty, which is by far their biggest cash cow that Adult Swim is still suckling the tits off of. So maybe they're worried that by keeping Justin Roiland around, it'll be a huge hit to their bottom line because of everything that's already surfaced. Even outside of the charges here, the majority of people have already kind of ruled that Justin Roiland is creepy at the very least. There was this massive flood, this opening of Pandora's box of weird DMs that Justin Roiland was accused of sending to people, as well as text messages going out to people and employees. I'm not sure if those are 100% confirmed, but they are turbo stinky. That shit is fucking foul. The flirting sounds like it's actually him playing the Morty character and trying to flirt with real people. So he'd say things like insane in the membrane and even text like he's Morty saying like, oh, whoa, hubba, hubba, whoa, geez.
That's cringy.
It's all pretty bad. But again, I don't know if any of that's 100% confirmed, so I'm not going to bother pulling it up. But yeah, once all of that shit pulled itself out from the deepest pits of hell and hit the Twitter space, it pretty much banished his reputation to the Shadow Realm even before the courts did it for him. So the people have already charged and found Justin Roiland guilty of cringe, which is another massive crime and huge sin. But I'm hoping Adult Swim did their due diligence and actually investigated this themselves internally to see what was true and what's not, as opposed to just looking at Twitter screenshots, since some of the people that accused him of sending these fucking weird messages were former employees, I believe. So surely there'd be a way for Adult Swim to verify the authenticity of some of the claims, and I'm hoping that's what they did before making this decision. I hope it wasn't just impulsively done as a way of trying to save face in the public eye. But as of right now, we just don't know a whole lot about it. There's not a ton of information about the specifics of the case, and Adult Swim's statement is only 26 words in total. Like, there's just barely more letters in this statement than a single League of Legends username. And there's also not any deeper information from other outlets. There's no big scoop that's breaking some...
He looked like a pedo. He looked like a pedo, you know what I'm saying? But he was Rick and Morty, bro. But I mean, if he did it, he's sick. He's sick as hell.
Where right now everything's just pretty unclear of exactly what's going on behind the scenes. And I don't think the statement Adult Swim put out is a problem or anything with it being so brief. It makes sense considering how serious and sensitive this case is. So I'm not surprised that they didn't go into details about it, because I imagine they probably can't. Now, there is another big development that I haven't seen a ton of people mention yet, and it has to do with Justin Roiland's video game company, Squanch Games. Now, I'm sure you know of the game High on Life. It's been glorbing a ton of trick holes all over the planet, a very divisive game, but a very popular one nonetheless. That was published by Squanch Games, and now they've put out a statement letting everyone know that Justin Roiland has resigned. But Squanch Games will continue to develop games even without him at the helm. Squanch Games is also no stranger to controversy here, because they also had their own little scandal where they settled a sexual harassment lawsuit in 2019. Yep, once again, just more horrible shit all around. There's just nothing good recently for Rick and Morty fans, but I will quickly wiggle my finger and say, I told you so, because I made the prediction that if they do shit-can Justin Roiland for all of this, they would still continue Rick and Morty without him. A lot of people said that if Justin Roiland isn't there at Rick and Morty, you know, developing it, writing it, voicing it, that they just wouldn't let it continue, it would just die. But I made the argument that it is just too lucrative. It's a fucking billion-dollar franchise. It is by far the biggest thing Adult Swim has under their belt. I said that with that kind of money, there's no way they just bury it, even with Justin Roiland not being there anymore. That's exactly what they've done. Justin Roiland will no longer be there, but they are going to continue to make it going forward without his presence. That means there's going to be new voice actors voicing Rick and Morty, as well as probably very different writing. For some people, that might actually be exciting, but for most fans of the franchise, I imagine that's pretty upsetting to hear, and I think a lot of people will drop it after Season 7 if it's super drastically different. I made the prediction that should they continue going forward without Justin Roiland, Rick and Morty would peter out like a little sad wet fart over time, just falling off, dwindling further and further. And I stand by that shit like a proud kid at a science fair with his little baking soda volcano. I really do think that this will be the slow demise of Rick and Morty with the entire different group at the helm. I think if Justin Roiland's not there, the best thing to have done would just be stop it altogether. But like I said, there's far too many clams on the table for that. The amount of doubloons Rick and Morty brings in is ridiculous. So there was never really any chance of that, but this is going to be just a very slow and steady decline in the quality of it, I would imagine. But who knows? Maybe I'm super wrong about that as well. It's very possible. Maybe they bring in a really talented team and they just fucking knock it out of the park without Justin Roiland being there. Maybe it's even better without him being there.
Way.
A lot of people, myself included, have become very tired of his style of writing where it's all just kind of the same formula of stutter through a joke and then over-explain everything and repeat yourself 50 fucking times in the space of like 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So maybe it actually does improve. It's possible, but I do find it unlikely. But anyway, that's kind of where this whole situation's at. Justin Roiland himself hasn't put out a statement. His legal team did put out a statement talking about how optimistic they are with the case and proving his innocence. But he himself hasn't said anything, which I think is obvious and par for the course here, given the magnitude of this situation. So I don't think we'll hear from him anytime soon, but we'll see. Anyway, that's about it. So yeah.
They indulge eventually, and I guess they like the power dynamic of being like famous to kids, and then they do all that. It's weird though. It's weird. Let's read those messages though. What is his name? Justin Roiland. Justin Roiland. Now he got fired. Rick and Morty already has like a whole staff of people creating their shows in the newer it's not really that big of a deal anymore. And they're only on season like 6 or 7. Here's what Adult Swim said has ended its association with Justin Roiland. Rick and Morty will continue. The talented and dedicated crew are hard work on season 7. DMing 16-year-olds. Hold up. Let me get the... Is it here?
Wait.
Huh? Are you paying for this?
How much it cost? No.
No, you're not paying.
The way my life's set up right now.
Okay, I can.
You got it?
I got it. I got
it.
it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you?
Huh?
Are you paying for?
Hey, yo, what? Bro said you're welcome for giving her the bill. Why be incensed for your bill? He was about to hit her with the Kevin Hart. See the way my credit card is set up. The way my life's set up right now. She really said thank you for... I'm saying, like, what was this? And why did you jump? Just to... He was about to hit her with the Kodak. See all his money? See what the top man. That's weird. What the hell is that? Let me learn how to play piano, man. this point, I just gotta learn the instrument. Like at this point, cause I feel like my life is so basic without learning the instrument. Like, what? Don't let me learn one, cause that's gonna be my only talking point ever. Niggas talk about politics. It's like, oh, that's crazy. But can he play the piano like I do? This is fire. This made me want to watch anime.
January 2023 for a 2022 end of year video. Feels like the good old times to me. You guys already know why you're here. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my 10 personal worst hit rap songs of 2022 after sharing my personal 10 best in the last video. And hit is defined as any song that charted in the Hot 100, any rap song that's new that charted in the Hot 100 in 2022. So let's get started with it straight away. This is CDTV Productions and let's go. Okay, it's time to reopen the can of worms that was my Metro Boomin album reaction, which I still mostly stand behind after re-listens, by the way. I don't think those takes were wrong. It's got a fair few underwhelming songs on it, but the biggest snoozer by far was this track. Lock on Me featuring Future and Travis Scott. Increasingly over the years, it feels like Travis Scott's idea of making songs sound chill is just by delivering his vocals in the least energetic way possible. Playing with yourself and popping pills. Had to drive the phones with the new technique. Gotta keep it going, keep a lock on me. Just mumble out some sort of slurred melody and call it a day. When it comes to Future, it's not his worst performance or anything, but he can definitely do better, and once again, I feel like he just phones it in a little bit because the beat is more relaxed. This one's not on here because it's completely abysmal, but there was a surprising lack of atrocious songs that charted on the Hot 100 in 2022, so this one is just on here because of how underwhelming it is compared to how much...
Hey, y'all think I'd be a good movie critic? I feel like I could really criticize some movies for real. I think that's my true calling. I feel like I'm amazing at finding inconsistencies. Mr. GG is fire though. Y'all know what Mr. GG, man. Y'all slumped because Mr. GG is that man. Can't keep getting away with this. Like, bro, yesterday, right? When I got home, I was knocked, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was falling asleep in my Uber. I was knocked. But As soon as I got home, I found a couple people that I put in my watch later. Oh my god, they did this Last of Us, the thrifty typewriter. The thrifty typewriter. Yeah.
The Last of Us
Episode 2 came out? Hey, episode 2 came out, bro. Hey. I'm gonna have to get the fuck up out of here.
With The Last of Us TV show right around the corner, I figured it's time to look at one of the greatest video game characters and character arcs we've ever seen in Ellie Williams. How close will the show stay to Ellie's video game counterpart? How different, and how will an inevitable Season 2 tackle Ellie's story? I made a video about how Joel is a great character but a terrible person, and you guys had a lot of thoughts to give me about that one, so let's keep the ball rolling.
This nigga, Joel, sacrificed all of human life for Ellie. I probably would have did the same.
With how Ellie ended up becoming her own worst enemy. Also, to those of you who gave me some constructive criticisms in the Joel video about how the recap was too long, I've heard you, so this video is just going to be a little bit different. Instead of recapping the story and then giving my analysis, I'm just going to combine both of those in this video. So if you're a fan of the games, or maybe just want to hear more about Ellie before you get into the TV show, and you don't mind spoilers, whatever the reason may be, I've got you covered. Now let's get into the post-apocalyptic wasteland that is the world of The Last of Us.
I love The Last of Us, bro.
When we first meet Ellie in this dark world, Ellie is quite literally a beam of light. She's sarcastic, funny, likable, and overall just a pure kid with a different outlook on the world. The world the way it is through the players and Joel's eyes is a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Ellie was born into this world and she's never known anything else. However, just because she's a kid and has an optimistic outlook on life doesn't mean she's incapable of surviving in this world. Ellie is of course years ahead mentally of where the average 14-year-old girl is. She's not afraid of this world or the people in it, which has its own set of pros and cons. Physically, as we would find out later in the game when we play as her, she's also incredibly capable of keeping herself alive. Ellie's first real taste of how horrible this world is when she loses Riley. She lost her mother just a few hours after she was born, so again, Ellie hasn't really felt the loss of someone close to her until she lost Riley. Kids will be kids, even in the apocalypse, sneaking out at night, going places you aren't supposed to. The only thing about being kids in this world is that you really have to face the dire consequences of your actions. And
imagine being raised in this type of society, bruh. I think I could survive a zombie apocalypse. It's just depression will hit me different, boy. I'd be more bitter than Joel. I'd be one of them. Nigga, my beard would have came in for sure. I have a zombie land beard for sure, bro. Coming out all the way out here, and then like little gray streak, little gray streak, and then like I keep a hammer on my hip. Keep a hammer on my hip.
And Ellie learns that all too well when her and Riley are bitten. Riley was not only Ellie's best friend, but someone she had great feelings for as well. And when Ellie doesn't turn, but Riley does, Ellie realizes that she has something she can give this world, something that all of her hope can go towards, a cure. So she starts on her journey with Joel and Tess, and she carries the tragic events of what happened 3 weeks prior with her at all times. She isn't very trusting of either Joel or Tess, but goes along with them because Marlene tells her to. Along the road, Ellie is forced to tell Joel and Tess about her immunity, to which Joel thinks is a bunch of malarkey, but Tess convinces him otherwise. So the three of them continue along, Ellie continuing to see the brighter side of life regarding their circumstances when it's revealed that Tess is bit. While Ellie didn't nearly have a close relationship with Tess, it still reminds her about how important their journey is. If they can get to the Fireflies, make a cure, then people like Tess and Riley wouldn't have died. But now it's up to Joel, this stranger, to take care of Ellie. There's obviously plenty of moments between these two that build their relationship, but it's Ellie who first starts to open up to Joel, trusting him implicitly on this journey, knowing that he's gonna take care of her. And while she trusts Joel 100%, she also starts to see him as a kind of father figure, something that she's never had before. This makes him wanting to give her off to Tommy all the more heartbreaking for her. She says that everyone she's ever cared about has died or left her except for Joel, bringing up Sarah's name in the process, which makes Joel deliver the lowest possible blow he can give her in that moment. In this scene, Ellie truly doesn't understand why Joel wants to give her up. She doesn't sympathize with Joel's intentions because she doesn't understand them, and she wonders why he won't let her in when she's done the same for him. But of course, Ellie eventually wins him over, and they continue their journey together. But another bump in the road hits when Joel gets severely injured, leading to Ellie not only having to take care of herself, but take care of Joel as well. This part in the game really shows you just how far Ellie has come both mentally and physically. She's not a kid anymore. She's responsible for herself, who could quite literally be the most important person in the world, and also Joel, the one person that she cares the most about in the world. While she's perfectly capable of handling herself, she's relieved.
God, I'm so curious how they gonna make that work in the show. Seeing him get impaled like that is just the worst, bro. Oh my god.
When she sees Joel, because she knows that she doesn't have to take care of herself. She knows that Joel's gonna take care of her now too. While the run-in with David and the cannibals certainly had a great effect on her, it doesn't stop her from continuing to have hope and see the beauty in this world. This is evident from the giraffe scene, and afterwards when Joel says that they can stop all of this, leave it all behind, and just go back to Tommy's, Ellie wants to continue going ahead. This is really the point in the game where you can see the different mindsets these two characters have about each other. Ellie sees Joel as a father figure who's helping her on this journey to save humanity, while Joel sees Ellie completely as his new daughter. They finally arrive at the Fireflies, the one place Ellie has wanted to get to so that way their entire journey would mean something, but it doesn't. It turns out there's dozens of people who are immune and that her immunity means nothing. In turn, making the journey, along with Riley, Tess, Sam, and Henry's deaths, meaningless. Ellie has a spark of doubt, asking Joel if what he's saying is the truth, and he tells her it is. Ellie has no reason to think he's lying, so she trusts him. Quick side note, a lot of people commented on the Joel video that he saved Ellie not because he was selfish, but because Ellie didn't give consent to the doctors killing her in order to make a vaccine. Bro. And that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. She wanted her life to mean...
Right, bro? She wanted her life to... She would have gave her life up for it, bro. We're not gonna act like she...
means something, she says it in the game. And in part 2, she's angry at Joel because she knows she should have died so that way her life can mean something.
He took that
so
right away
no,
from
this was not Joel saving her because she didn't give her consent. This was Joel being selfish. Even he knows this. It's the whole reason why he doesn't tell her the truth about what happens, because he knows that she would have preferred to die in the hospital. It's literally the point that makes The Last of Us such a great story because of how it ends. I just needed to rant about that because it's amazing to me how many people don't understand the game's ending and Joel's true intentions during it. Also, a lot of comments mentioned the Fireflies, that they could never make a cure because you can't cure a fungus, and the Fireflies would have just used it as a weapon against their opponents, yada yada yada. While this could be true, I don't think it's the point of the story, and even if it is true, we'll never know, unless that's the plot of part 3. Now, although she trusts Joel, a part of Ellie has truly died. Her hope. This journey truly has made her age like 20 years over the course of 1 year. She realizes how harsh this world is now, and now that there's nothing she can do for this world, she becomes a bit cynical. She also grows up and enters the phase that most of us go through in teenage years, that angsty, angry, moody phase. Unlike most of us though, Ellie has an actual reason for going through this phase. She's constantly seeing reminders about the Fireflies and about how her immunity meant nothing, but she's gotten a bit older and a bit wiser.
Oh my god, it's hitting now. That sign is hitting so different now. Yo, I was so blind when I was playing this game. Dog, they was like, bro, you promised to cure. Y'all lied to us. Ellie like, damn, I was a lie. That's crazy. She never caught on. after Joe said it was dozens of them, she never caught on. Like, okay, why isn't it a cure yet? Like,
and about how her immunity meant nothing, but she's gotten a bit older and a bit wiser, and starts doubting Joel's story.
Exactly.
Ellie goes in search of her own answers back at St. Mary's Hospital, where she's probably feeling the most conflicted she's ever felt. On one hand, she wants Joel to be telling the truth, and that what he said all these years is right. But on the other hand, she wants Joel to be lying, so that way there is some hope for making a cure and having her life actually mean something. Of course, what she finds is the latter, and that Joel has been lying all these years. While she returns back to Jackson, she turns her head from Joel, knowing that he took the one thing that she wanted, for her life to mean something and to help the people in this world. But over time, Ellie realizes that she doesn't hate Joel, she still sees him as a sort of father figure, and eventually wants to try and heal things. Maybe not have things go back to the way they were before, or maybe have things go exactly how they were before, but...
This is what I fucking hate about games and movies, bro. Y'all make it all buddy-buddy, and make it like, okay, things are gonna change. And that's when you rip it from us. That's when y'all rip it from our throats, bro.
She doesn't know, and she never will, because Joel is taken from her. Ellie's hope that she'll ever mean something in the world and that her and Joel can ever repair their relationship is completely evaporated in a single day. But Ellie doesn't want to heal from this tragedy. She doesn't want answers for why it happened. It doesn't matter why it happened, because in her mind, the only way she could ever feel better is to avenge Joel's death.
Bro.
Her words are in fact so compelling that it changes Tommy's mind on the whole situation, and he rides out to avenge his brother's death. Ellie and Dina aren't far behind him, and Ellie goes full on ballistic towards the entirety of the WLF and eventually the Scars, and really anybody else that stands in the way of her and Abby. She has no remorse for her actions. It seems like she doesn't even feel pain at all. She only wants to avenge Joel. Her mind never really falters until she gets to Nora. This is the moment that it really dawns on her just exactly what she's doing. The fact that we, as players, don't even get to see the full interrogation and torture of Nora really lets your imagination run wild on just what Ellie did to Nora for her to give up the location of Abby. Regardless of how shaken she is, Ellie continues onto the aquarium, where she continues doubting her actions when she kills a pregnant Mel. When they regroup in the theater, even after all she's done, leaving a trail of bodies throughout all of Seattle, Ellie ultimately doesn't feel satisfied because she didn't kill Abby. Enter Abby and their fight in the theater, where Ellie gets absolutely demolished and all of her friends either injured or killed. Years later, Ellie still doesn't quite know how to cope through Joel's death. It still haunts her that Abby is out there somewhere, maybe killing more people that she's known or taking away loved ones from other people. It's Tommy this time around that changes Ellie's mind about going after Abby. So Ellie forsakes the life she has, the family she has, to go and find Abby and kill her once and for all. When she finds her, she can't help but feel a little underwhelmed. This was not the reaction that we as players were expecting, nor was this how Ellie expected to feel in this moment. Abby's first reaction is to get Lev, and Ellie flashes back to seeing Joel taking care of her when she watches Abby taking care of Lev. But she knows that she's come this far, and she can't give up now, just like she felt years ago when they were almost at the Fireflies. Ellie wasn't going to stop now. She fights Abby in a more evenly matched fight this time, but in a way, Ellie has become exactly like the two people that she doesn't want to be, Abby and Joel. If she kills Abby, then she takes her away from Lev. Exactly the same situation like Abby killing Joel. If she kills Abby, then she also becomes exactly like Joel, destroying the one thing in this world that Lev has left. In this moment, Ellie decides that all of this hasn't been worth it. She's lost Joel, she's lost her family, she's lost her friends, all because of her own actions.
Her 2 fingers?
Actions very reminiscent of the people she didn't want to be like. It's this moment that Ellie realizes she's become the very thing she sought to destroy. Going back home, she sees everything she's lost, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. She gets up and heads off into the forest. Ellie in part 2 really has one of the greatest character motivations I've ever seen, and the way it unfolds through the flashbacks is great.
The way they did that.
A lot of people think that the flashbacks should have just been the second game itself, which makes no sense because that's not really a story, but the way they're presented to us show us what Ellie's motivations truly are. She's not going after her pseudo-father's killers, she's going after the people who ripped him away before she could mend their relationship. We first think that she wants revenge, and while that's true, it's the motivation behind her revenge that makes it all the more meaningful. We left the last game thinking that Joel and Ellie were on...
It's just the timing, like... the fact that it took so long for her to find Abby, bro. Even after, man, I'd take Liv. And I'm just bodying Abby. Because you ain't finna do that to my father, bro. No way you doing that to my father in front of my eyes and expect me to just let you go. No, bro.
Good terms, and we still think that when Ellie first heads out to find Abby, but it's the fact that she didn't get her goodbye, it's the fact that she didn't get to have that movie night or that happy ending with Joel that makes the story all the more painful. And while people didn't like Joel's death with the way it happened or how early on in the story it took place, it was entirely necessary for Ellie's development. Ellie's story, at least so far, is full of pain and suffering, but it's also a story about hope and keeping it with you at all times and the dangers of what happens when you lose hope.
It was so
a lot of people have a problem with the narrative of part 2 for a lot of reasons, but because they say it boils down to revenge equals bad, but I find it to be much more than that. A lot of people will have their own interpretation, and revenge equals bad can be one of them for sure, but it's a very surface level takeaway. This story, Ellie's story, to me is about a loss of hope in the world and the many ways it can change you. While the ending of part 1 left on a bit of a somber note with Ellie accepting Joel's lie, the ending of part 2 I actually find to be a bit more hopeful. Ellie's realized her mistakes, she's realized what she's done, and she can now start the true healing process. What that looks like, I have no idea. We all have no idea until and if there's a part 3. I absolutely cannot wait to see how Bella Ramsey is going to portray Ellie. I really think she's going to knock it out of the park. All of the changes, both to characters and story, are going to be really cool to watch unfold throughout the journey, and should we get a season 2, I'm sure Bella Ramsey is going to kick ass in the leading role. Those are my thoughts on Ellie's journey so far. I am sure this video is going to ruffle as many feathers as the last one did. Wait till you see my Abby video. So I welcome that conversation in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and are excited to watch the show, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Last of Us content. This is a big year for The Last of Us, and I've got a lot of great content in the works for it. I can't wait to show you guys it. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, bro, it was the losing the fingers that I really like. Cost probably everything, though. Half his sight and his wife. There's a burning hatred he can't do anything about, so he tries to guilt Ellie into acting on it. If there's a part 3, I hope it gives a chance for both Tommy and Ellie to achieve some sort of redemption. I would want a part 3, but I don't know if they could top it, bro. I don't know if they could top it. Desolation? Desolation. Ellie is my favorite character of all times. Yeah, Ellie is goated, boy. Oh, but I gotta watch that, bro. What time is it? 10:30? Yeah, I'm about to end it. I gotta watch The Last of Us 2. I didn't even know they dropped that. That's probably gonna be like an hour long. No, that's fire. Oh, I had FL running this whole time. Yep. I ain't gonna lie, I'm still like music, I'm iffy. I just gotta get right. Thanks for coming through. Everybody came through, and I'll see y'all next time.